All right. So, everything's on for. Good to go. Bum, bum, bum. Let's start with the intro and go. All right. Welcome to the 2016 DigiPen Game Awards. So, of course, we've got a variety of awards to give out, and third and second places for these as well, and had a remarkable number of ties, which you will see start popping up. A very competitive year for this. And so we're going to go through all the categories that we voted for, and I'm going to show you the rough percentages too, just to give you a feel for how close various categories were, and there were a lot that are very close. Of course, there are teams here who made fantastic games this year who aren't going to show up on this. Now, ultimately, you only have your colleagues to blame because it's all voted on by you. But there is this thing of no matter what we do in this type of thing, there's so many games, so much stuff is made here that it's impossible for everyone to see all these games. It's impossible for everyone to play them all. And so some of these games, of course, get more play because, hey, they were up on a big screen, people saw them, and they're cool games and really good. But remember that even if you don't get one of these, even if you're on a game that doesn't even get a third place on any of these, there are still some astounding games that did not get to that. And it's just that there's so many out there, it's just hard to get. But a lot of good stuff on here, and really am happy to see how some of the voting came out, too. So, all right, started up with the first one. And so the first award is for Most Innovative Design. This is really about the gameplay primarily, but it's really up to whoever votes for what that means for them. And so starting with the Most Innovative Design for third place, we have Among the Clouds. Now, it's with 7% of the vote, and you'll notice that if you see percentages, there's often different things that they mean. Usually the lower percentages means a very competitive category. That's usually what that means. Now sometimes, the case of like the master's students where there's 3 games, it's a little out of whack when there's not a whole lot of games in there. But usually you see those low percentages means very competitive. So in second place for Most Innovative Design, we have Ascension. With an entire 8%. You see, it's like, oh, that crushed them, right? All right, and then in first place, the winner for the Most Innovative Design Award, and you get to come up if you win this one, is Somnus. There we go, come on. That's right. So excellent job, guys. I mean, it's a really cool game. I've been seeing it all year. I mean, I think guys are. So now, of course, let's see what so you were doing the coding, and you were doing the. Oh wait, that's right. You had teammates too. But really, so you guys, fantastic job. Audio, art on this, game design, really a great job for it, and well deserved. Don't let the crowd. All right, our second award for Most Addictive Game. So is it innovative? So what, right? Is it just fun to play? Do you just want to play it over and over and over again? And so in third place, we have Revolver Star. And this is an addictive game. It's if you've seen it up there in Tesla, on the screen there, it's more particles than you can count, unless you're very good at counting and very fast. So for second place for Most Addictive Game, we have Among the Clouds. We're moving up there. Third, second, see? All right, and the winner for most addictive game in first place is Neon Wasteland, 17%. Now, see, you got to say something. Come on, at least Alejandro has to. Come on. It's like the producer.
Yeah. So again, this game obviously cannot have been made without the whole team. It's a 13-people team, so it wasn't small. And yeah, everyone just worked really hard on it, and we put our hearts into it, and we actually came up with something that we're really proud of. So
yeah, maybe download it and play it.
Yeah, it's a cool game. Hawk is still overpowered. Just saying. And for third award, Most Poetic Experience. And of course, we've always got a good set, and it seems to be expanding a bit every year, people who are going after this. So this, of course, when we say poetic experience, you can interpret that a lot of different ways. But ultimately, we mean, generally speaking, a game that is after emotional resonance. It's about catharsis. It's about something deeper than just gameplay. Cool. Challenge and accomplishment as gameplay is fantastic. That's wonderful things to do for games. But this is where you want to get something deeper. These are what these guys are going after. So in third place is Magnolia. In second place is Somnus. Only 2% more. So, first place, what could it be? It's not Somnus, it's not Magnolia. What could it be? For first place? Blade in the Bark. You guys are acting like you're surprised. Come on.
Yeah, a little very. Magnolia third place. You're after, oh my gosh.
Well, congratulations, guys. That's really good. What do you want to say?
This was a huge effort on everyone on this team.
Get closer.
And none of this.
Yeah.
None of this could have been done if it wasn't for like a lot of skill and a lot of work from a lot of different areas. Like our art team is fantastic. Jason his engine and lighting is fantastic. Kyler's sound is fantastic. I loved making this game, and I'm gonna keep making it. Oh my gosh.
overall, it's just been a huge pleasure to work with this team. We've done amazing things. There's one member who's not here, and that's Kaylee. So I just want to mention that. But otherwise,
yeah. Thanks a lot.
Fantastic job. All right, so what's up next? So now we have the award for Best Music. Now, this is, with the sound designers, now having the BA MSD degree and even the BSc degree, but really the BA MSD degree, all our audio categories have just gotten ridiculously competitive. I mean, there is so much good music, so much good audio, so much stuff going on here that it's really tough to differentiate. But in third place for Best Music is a tie between Magnolia and the Blade in the Bark. And that's still just at 7%. So in second place for Best Music is Neon Wasteland with a whole 1% more. And first place for Best Music is Ascension. Yeah, but it's too Yep, if you're in front of the screen, you're on camera, so crowd over here if you want. It's like, come on, somebody's got to say something.
Shawnee, say something.
That's right. Come on, Doug, you're a voice actor in this.
Okay, yeah, right. Well, okay. Shani did a wonderful job. She's not saying a lot about it, but I think the music in our game is fantastic, and every time I heard more things, I was blown away by how professional it was and how great it was. So I just want to have this opportunity to thank Shani for such a wonderful music she put in this game, and it made our game what it is. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Congratulations. And this is hardly the only game she's doing music on. She's got a lot of great stuff out there. So next up, Best Spoken Dialogue. Now this is rough. I mean, getting good spoken dialogue into a game it's hard enough at the professional level. At the student level, it's even harder. But we're getting more games that are pulling this off and actually getting a lot of spoken dialogue in. So let's see who's got third place. We have Garden Guardians. And in second place, we have Gaslight. And just because I know the numbers from behind the scene, to point out for Best Poetic Experience, Gaslight was fourth. It was right there. And so, in first place for Best Spoken Dialogue is Ascension. And yes, you do have to come up again. It is required. That's right. And of course, Ali being the voice of Zeus, right?
Yeah, it's three voices in our game.
Yep.
We also wish that Apollonia Tomer was here because she did a voice in our game, and Annabelle did a voice, and I did a voice. And
Apple will be speaking at graduation, so you know.
Yeah, exactly.
But I also want to shout out to our writer. So she was our tech director and our writer.
So the voice acting is one thing, but the dialogue itself is what the award is for.
That's right.
It's like 40 pages of total like lore and dialogue in our game. So it's ridiculous.
Many hours recorded.
Well, thanks a lot. Thank you very much.
And now, for Best Sound Design. This is not just dialogue, not just music. Overall, how good does this game sound? In third place, Blade in the Bark. You will note that number. This one's a little bit competitive, just slightly. Third place is 4%. And this really is the result of the sound designers at the school for a lot of it. Though there are even non-sound designers who do a very good job of this, it's just changed how DigiPen works with audio because so many games have so much richer audio now than they did in the past. In second place is Team Atmos for Subray at 5%. You know, on some of these, for what I was grabbing, I just had to grab what I had available. So, in first place for Best Sound Design is Ascension at 6%. It shouldn't surprise you now.
So we only have one of like our composer. So Nate Eifert and Ian Shores did a bunch of our sound design. They're actually mixing right now. So I don't know what it is there. It's going to be better too.
And we had John Hankey record the dialogue.
Yeah, he did a
Yeah,
bunch of recording the dialogue, which is super great. So a lot of this spoken VO came from him too as well. The recording tech. I have no idea how any of that works. So, if he wasn't there, it'd be nothing.
So once again, I think our game is another one of those things that is like just made by sound design. So we're really grateful for the sound design designers.
Sound designers. Be friends with sound
Yes.
designers.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations. So now you notice that Ascension has 3 first-place finishes already. That's fairly impressive. Good job, guys. We'll see if you can get more, but still, nicely done. The first portion of our program, you've certainly been dominating it. So let's see what other awards we have. Best multiplayer experience. Ascension can't win this one.
We're working on it in the summer.
That's right. So, in third place for best multiplayer experience, whether it's networked or not, it doesn't matter, just multiple players. In third place, we have Chrono Drive. Custom network engine. They do co-op play for their whole game if you want. You can play it solo as well, but it's very fun. In second place for best multiplayer is Among the Clouds. And of course here the multiplayer is even asymmetric. It's not even a traditional style, and it's quite good. In first place for best multiplayer is Neon Wasteland.
Multiplayer was one of the only things I knew I wanted from early summer 2015. That was the one thing, right? I'm hugely passionate about multiplayer, and thanks for the whole team for helping bring that to life. We tried to make something that was really accessible. You can just sit down and play and start mashing buttons and have a good time. So yeah, thanks.
Congratulations.
And I'm just going to interject for a moment. Really, when you come down, though, if you can try and be framed by the screen, don't go off, because there are alumni and parents watching this, so squeeze in to our frames. Got it.
Oh, you're thinking you're going to get more awards. Is that it?
No.
Right. No, Well, you got to watch it. So Neon Wasteland has 2 first places. Now you got 3. I mean, it's doing pretty good, but watch out here. You got them following you. So we'll see. All right, so the next award. Best Artificial Intelligence. So, of course, this includes any type of computerized behaviors, whether it's true artificial intelligence algorithms or not. It's really the behaviors that are actually coded into the game. Which ones are best? In third place is Among the Clouds. In second place, a tie between Chrono Drive and Neon Wasteland. Now you might be saying, wait, but Neon Wasteland, that's a multiplayer game. Where's the AI there? Well, in fact, if you don't play with the full 4 players, it can fill in with AIs for the rest, and they will actually fight you. In fact, some of them rather well if you're not careful, because they can aim really well. But it's actually quite good on this. It's got a lot of AI in it. It's not just a multiplayer game. You can even play single player if you want against AIs. And in first place for multiplayer, best AI. I was talking about it. For best AI is Animus Fault. That's right. See?
Spent a ton of time on the AI. Tons of fun. I'm glad you guys liked it too.
All right. The next award is for best characters. So the best character awards usually go to games that have a lot of narrative elements to them, but you never know. It's up to the voters. So in third place, it's a tie between Blade and the Bark and Garden Guardians. Now, both of those have excellent characters in them, almost different directions. One super narrative, poetically focused, but the other just a fun adventure, but with a slew of excellent characters, tons of them. In second place is Neon Wasteland. They, of course, have 4 very strong characters there. It's like, okay, well, I can get all these. Armadillo, snake, hawk, and scorpion. There we go. Armadillo's the best one. And in first place, Ascension. And so the Ascension workout program continues. Now, of course, there's multiple parts to the characters. There's visuals, but there's also the narrative elements. What you voted for is up to you, but a lot of people involved.
Yeah, so props to Matt. So he's the one that modeled both Orion and Polaris and did all the crazy stuff with that.
Yeah. In a game where the professors were telling us, so you have one character modeler. Okay, so you can have one character.
Yeah.
You know, and in fact we have 2 beautifully made characters. So.
There's like leather stitching on like his stuff. It's unbelievable. I don't even know how he did it. So definitely props to Matt.
And then double props, of course, to Deanna for writing the dialogue for the characters. So I'm really happy with that.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
All right, so what's up next is best physics. Now, of course, here we don't mean if you have a pre-built physics engine. We mean if you built it yourself. And there's a lot of teams here who do that. 2D, 3D physics engines, it's also often quite complex. I would like to point out that due to an error in putting things in here, I left out Sand Garden for best physics, which is unfortunate because they have some very good physics. It's just unusual for the style in which they were doing in the Sand game. And so apologize to them for leaving that out. But in third place for best physics is Gear Princess. And it's actually a little complex to do this because all that gear stuff there it's not just game events, that's actually done with physics. In second place for best physics is Among the Clouds. And in first place, who could it be? It's Animus Fault.
Hi, Mom, first of all. And I'd like to thank these guys because I doubt I would have won this award if we didn't have such a great game overall. So I'm really thankful to be on this team. And also I'd like to thank some other people. I'd like to thank Aaron Cotto from Blizzard for sequential impulses. I'd like to thank Krister Erickson for real-time collision detection. I'd like to thank Dirk Gregorius for great GDC presentations. And I'd like to thank Mike Acton and Insomniac for who has had probably the biggest impact on how I think about programming to this day. So thank you, everyone.
All right, what's up next? Best graphics technology. So, of course, physics, one of the big hard things to do technologically, but also graphics. So we've always, DigiPen, ever since I got here 12 years ago, it's been a long time, but I mean, the graphics technology that you guys can build has always been astounding. And so it never changes, even when there's Unity and there's Unreal and all these coming in, those are great, but still, you guys build graphics technology that is incredibly impressive. So in third place, we have Blade and the Bard. Now, it might not be obvious right off the bat since it's a 2D game, pixel-based, but the lighting engine in this is actually very sophisticated. And so there's a lot of the dynamic shadow casting, a lot of the other stuff they do that's actually very impressive. In second place is Chrono Drive. There has been multiple times this year that when Alon and I, who's one of the senior art instructors, And I've been looking at what Chrono Drive has been doing, and then they put in some new set of graphics features, and then have the art in that makes use of them. And we just kind of look at each other, and we're going like, really? It's like, yes, it's real. I mean, it's right there. They can't be faking it. And just, it's impressive. There's just so many graphical details on this, and such impressive technology they built for it. But they're second place. Who's in first? Animus Fault. I'm beginning to think you guys have a pretty good engine. I mean, I'm thinking.
Yeah, so our graphics guy couldn't be here today, but thank you to Krihi and Dylan who could make our graphics possible. We tried as hard as we could to make the art keep up with the graphics, but turns out that if you have good graphics guys, maybe you don't need as good of art. So thanks to those guys.
It's the particle effects.
That's what it's all about.
All right, congratulations. Well, that's pretty impressive. So what was that? That was like 3 in a row almost for Animus Fault, all in the technology category. Very well done. So we've got 3 first-place finishes for Ascension. They started off strong, but then Neon Wasteland got a couple, and now Animus Fault just got 3 and tied them. So I don't know. We'll see where this goes. Spoilers, I do know, but still. Best 2D visual design. And of course, this is whether it's just designed well, whether the art contributes to it, whether it's special effects, doesn't matter. Anything that's great 2D visuals can go in this category. In third place, it's Mika. I didn't realize that I didn't have screenshots on my machine for the freshman games, and I had ran out of time. But I did have their team photos. So for second place, Revolver Star. And you must have seen this up in Tesla when they're playing it there. And I mean, it really has this great sense of it. I know I've talked to the devs on some about what they do on the graphics engine side, the amount of particle optimization they've done. Lots of cool stuff for it to make it really look good. In first place for 2D visual design, Blade in the Bark.
Okay, this is them.
Yeah,
You guys are up front. Oh no, and Jason, you get up front. So
That's right. Graphics programmer who does the lighting engine plus all the artists. See, this is
thank you.
We tried really hard to make this game look as beautiful as we could. A lot of time was spent on it, so thank you so much.
And so I want to ask you something. How much pixel art had you done before you started this game?
0. Yeah, 0.
Uh-huh. And if you play this, look at the animations, right? Because it's pixel art, but when you look at the animations, it's stunning. It's so well animated. I mean, yes, the lighting and everything else is all good too, but the animations, pay attention to it. It's stunning pixel animation. Fantastic job.
Thank you so much.
Now for best 3D visual design. In third place is Somnus. And it really is gorgeous. I mean, it is a testament to the quality of the art and the graphics programming and everything that goes into the visuals of the games at DigiPen that a game like Somnus is third in this category. Second place, it's a tie between Animus Fault and Neon Wasteland. Now, you know, technically, some might say that makes Somnus fourth in this category. I don't care. We're going by slides. So it's like, no, they get third. There's 2 second places. And for first place in best 3D visual design is Ascension.
You have to talk now.
Talk loud. Talk to the back of the room.
I just want to thank Alon and Pamela for believing that we can make this giant world that was very difficult, and all of the artists that we have. Oh my gosh, Ollie's not here, but I'm just very proud of everyone.
And I want to thank Devin for being the level designer because that had a huge impact, I think.
Yes, thank you for
Yeah.
being
Yeah,
so
no,
great.
it was a ton of fun working with like such a great team of artists because they just hand me all this really beautiful stuff and I could just make a world out of it. Along with Will Noy, who's not here right now. Yeah, that was incredible. And Justin too. Justin did the Apollo.
Yeah, Justin.
He like came in and swooped in at the end and like saved our game. So.
Yeah.
You won't be able to beat it without him. So thank you everybody. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Congratulations. And this game has a lot of great visual moments in it, but really, one of the spots when you get a bit past the tutorial area, going into Artemis's area, it's on the left after you go into the valley, if you're wondering the directions. There is a spot up there where you would look through a cave at a waterfall, and it's just incredible. And it looks just like the concept art, and that is so hard to do. So now, first place finishes. Well, Ascension's back in front. They got 4 now. Animus Fault still got 3. I got hopes for them. But Ascension's pulled into the lead. So now, Best Technology. Wait a minute. In third place for Best Overall Technology is Among the Clouds. In second place is Chrono Drive. Who do you think's in first? Yeah, could be. It's a good tag. In first place is Animus Fault. And I would say that those 3 teams you just saw in that right there, I mean, just all 3 incredible technical powerhouses on these teams, right? Just astounding. And I mean, and there's good ones who didn't even get on the list.
So thank you all for voting. I'd like to give a shout out to Josu, who watched over 2,000 hours of our video right in front of his team space. And he never got sick of it, so that's a good thing. Also, the team behind me, those guys did awesome work with the editor I put together and all of the other things that go into building an engine. So I'd just like to thank them all.
Congratulations. And just to be clear, getting third place, hell, probably fourth or fifth place in a Best Technology Award at DigiPen, that means you're fourth or fifth or third or first or second in the world. I mean, there's nothing like this for building games out there. It is an astounding feat. And to see that, I mean, you rank them because you vote, right? I mean, that's all you can do. But it's all incredible. There's an incredible amount of technology goes into this. So, Animus Fault is called Ascension. It's 4-4. We'll see where it goes. So for the next award is Best Freshman Game. I suspect neither Ascension nor Animus Fault will win this one. Pretty clear. So now that we're into the ones that are done by year categories, just overall, how good is the game for that given year? So for third place for Best Freshman Game, it's Double Barreled. In second place, it's Die or Die. And for first place, as Best Freshman Game, it's Mika. Speak loud.
Thanks everyone for voting. Being a freshman team, we're super proud of the amount of attention we were able to get with our little platformer. We're amazed by the games that all the upperclassmen have made, and we're excited to be able to hopefully match you guys in the future.
And no pressure.
So the voting, we're very thankful, but please play it too, because we haven't made a game unless people are playing it. So.
And it's pretty long.
Yeah, sentence 2 hours long, serves ours.
There we go. All right. Congratulations. And so, for best sophomore game. And of course, every year is competitive, but this is the votes. So for best sophomore game, third place, a tie between Pogo Pug and Gear Princess. And note, at 8%, this is a competitive category. I think you guys video did it. I'm not even sure, right? That's right. In second place for best sophomore game is Revolver Star. So for first place as best sophomore game, no surprise, it's Blade in the Bark. Free.
Oh man.
You're the producer.
Yeah. I just want to say, as the producer and one of the designers on the project, I couldn't have asked for a better team, a more motivated team, and just a better group of people to work with this year than these guys. This project's been amazing, and yeah. Anybody else?
Just thanks for everybody working on the team. They're all amazing. I couldn't work with any better people, honestly.
And thanks for voting for us, guys.
Yeah, that too.
Congratulations. All right, now up to the junior year. Best junior game. Third place is Magnolia. In second place, Among the Clouds. So, of course, some of the activity back there that you can't necessarily see on camera about this is, what is this now? 4 second places for Among the Clouds? All right. In first place for best junior game, it's Animus Fault.
Thanks, guys, for playing. There's a lot of competition this year, as you can see. So just thanks to all the playtesters, especially. All that playtesting is really what made the game fun to play. So thanks a lot, guys.
So let's see. What does that do? That means, well, wait. That means Animus Fault has 5 first places. And Ascension only has 4. I mean, you guys just getting tired? I mean, spent too much energy at the beginning of the awards? Well. So on to the senior games. Best senior game. In third place, a tie between Neon Wasteland and Somnus. Both excellent games, but you've seen the awards they've won before, but it's just so competitive in these categories that they're still just tied for third. In second place, is a tie for Subray VR and Chrono Drive. And this is the first time we've ever had kind of a double tie in a category, but it's incredibly competitive. So first place for senior game. It is Ascension.
I guess. Don't make a game like Ascension. That's kind of like my one rule of advice.
Well, it can't be done.
It's like,
Except that it was.
I want to say just like huge thanks to everyone who worked in our little corner because so it's our team, but also the Neon Wasteland.
Subrays over
guys.
there.
I mean, it's like such a lot of good juju flying around up there. It's just like, we were all helping each other a lot in some way or another. So thanks a lot, guys.
And also Ben and a lot. Too.
Yeah, Ben and a lot. Absolutely. Huge thanks.
Our job's a lot easier than yours. So. It's well deserved. It's really an impressive game. Really well done. So next up, of course. Oh, that's right. That means they're tied again. Ascension's got 5 and Animus has got 5. Well, I don't think either of these guys can win the Masters game. So it looks like it's going to come down to Game of the Year to see who can get an additional first place. So we'll see. All right, best Masters game. We only got 3 in this category, but it's very competitive, as you will see. You laugh, but watch these percentages. So, third place. 31% for third with 3 games. There is, without a doubt, that is the highest third place percentage that not only have we ever had, but it's almost mathematically impossible to have a higher one. Not quite, but close. And so, in second place is UFO at 32%. And so, you can do the math at a crushing 37%. In first place is Sheep Commander.
I guess my team is not here. I'd like to thank all the team members and every other team in the Masters and every other undergraduate team which helped. And I'm just happy. Thank you.
Congratulations. So there's only one, voted award left to give, but we do have some other ones, such as the Wingman Award. So it's for most second place finishes without a first place finish. And so this is named Wingman after the game Wingman because it had gone through, I forget how many, it was 5 or 6 second places and no first. And so it's like, So we decided we're going to do a Wingman Award for whoever does the same thing this year. So let's see. Was anybody counting? I can't. The third place is in there too. I don't know. Let's go to the next slide. It's a tie. Among the Clouds and Chrono Drive both had 4. So you do get to come up. And so, of course, this is just part of the nature of DigiPen, right? I mean, you've got so many teams here. You work together so much. I mean, you even see it in the master's students for how they help each other. And there's always this feeling that, yes, we have awards. Yes, certain people win. So other people get second, third. Okay, sure. But really, everybody helps everybody else. And it's always, even if you didn't get a single award here or nominated for a single thing, you help do this. You are part of the culture of DigiPen that helps this happen. So, next up is the MJ Quigley Award. We have a lot of awards named after people. MJ Quigley Award for Exceptional Contributions to Game Projects. We put this in years ago for a student, a BFA student named MJ Quigley, who would do music for a total number of teams. He's a BFA before we had the BA MSD program, and he would do a ton of work for other teams, no credit whatsoever, and just made a huge difference in the quality of those games. And he just did it continuously for multiple years. And so that was at the point where Rachel Rutherford, one of the instructors in the game class, was really going, we have to recognize this guy. This is insane. We got to do this. And so we came up with the MJ Quigley Award, named it after him. He won the first one. And now we give it out to anybody who we really see for this year that it does has exceptional contribution to game projects outside of their own game project. I mean, sure, lots of people, of course, make exceptional contributions to their own, but we're talking to other people, especially when it's not for a grade, especially when it's some sacrifice and time and effort that you have to do for it. It really does make a big difference to the school. We want to encourage that, and that's what this award is about. We have run into a slight problem, though, and that ever since this award was initiated, we start giving it to more people because it's getting really hard to just give it to one person because so many people do this. And so this year, the award goes to Josu, Blas, Jacob, Deanna, Chris, and Douglas. And so all of you who are here, come on up. Oh, yes, and Rachel, come on up and talk.
Okay, these are the saviors of DigiPen. A big group of these on Josu's team saved the sophomore class. They just provided an outstanding amount of technical support steadily to an entire class and unstintingly. Deanna McCarthy was the Unity tutor when Unity exploded at DigiPen, and Douglas Bazell has been doing TCR checks. We practically think of him as one of the faculty by now, but this group of
He's got the
people
gray
has-
hair, see?
Yeah, it's the engine at the heart of what kept all those classes moving forward, so thank you.
And it really is. We recognize you guys for this. I mean, it really is something, right? I mean, this is really about the heart of what DigiPen is. And, you know, of course, you're the guys who were on the front lines doing a ton of this, but we know tons of other you guys do this too. I mean, we could have given this to so many other people. I mean, just using Justin Jaycox is there. Other ones, I mean, just there's so many people for it. And so it's really I love this award. I love it because of the nature of how it speaks to what DigiPen is. And congratulations, all very well deserved. And so now our next award is the Community Service Award. So this is the Lord of the Bats Award. This is the award that we instituted because last year we had a team that did a community service game where they made a game that was designed by a child with a lot of medical difficulties. And so he was able to be the designer and make his perfect game while the team built it for him. And so that went very well. It was really a labor of love that they did that was very well received and really impressive. So that's what we mean by community service. I mean, obviously this is the Game Award, so many of you, I'm sure, can do excellent community service that has nothing to do with games. But this is the Games Community Service Award. And so this year, we've had another team do this. And of course, you might recognize that team, Magnolia. So come on up. So a lot of people out on the live stream and even some people here may not really know the story of what's behind Magnolia. So I'd like you guys to tell it.
So we built this game in memory of a little girl named Magnolia, and age of 3 due to a rare case of DIPG. And we decided to make a game in memory of her. So we contacted her family and let her know that we want to make a game in her memory. And so we picked up items that she actually loved and tried to integrate those into a game. We also had her father Jake and her sister Paisley come into the recording studio and do dialogue. They did a really amazing job for the first time, and it came out really well in the game. And there's a lot of amazing things, and I would really hope that all of you can play the game. And I would also like to thank my entire team for this project, because they did a stunning job. Manas and Sean for an absolutely stunning engine and editor, graphics. Justin did amazing music. Riesa did amazing sound design work. Mark also, being an amazing producer, put the whole team together. And there were other people as well, Aji, a few master students, Aditya, Amro helping us out. So it was altogether an amazing experience, and I thank you all.
Fantastic.
And we would also like to give a shout out to Professor Ellen Beeman. She's kind of on the faculty side, the sponsor that is responsible for us being able to do these community service ones. So if you have an idea for a project like this, talk to her. She has a lot of experience with it and can actually guide you through making it possible.
And we would love to see this continue year after year. So if you really want to do something like this, come talk to us. Well then, so what are we at now? Oh, that's right. It's the final award, the Claude Comer Grand Prize for Game of the Year. So of course there's a third place, a second place, and a first place. And I remember what I told you at the beginning. Third place comes up, and second place comes up, and first place comes up. And so to get to this point, I mean, this is what your peers have voted on. This is what people have said that they thought was the best game. But like all these other categories, right? I mean, even just to get in a nomination for one of these is huge. But this one especially, it's up to you guys, right? I mean, I couldn't decide if I were trying to choose what's the best game of the year. I'd probably have 10 things on the list. Maybe I could narrow it down to 5 if I really had to. But to narrow it down to 3 and then to 1, well, I mean, we vote because what else can we do? So for third place in the game of the year is Among the Clouds.
I didn't see that coming.
I mean, there are people who are on the team who are not here, and so we would like to thank them, thank everyone who really worked hard on this project. I think we all came together the past few weeks and we really made it something we really loved. And I think it's also very important to reiterate that it doesn't matter if you're up here, if you want something or not, that just being able to ship a game is something amazing, and everyone should be absolutely proud of like just getting through the year. So, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations. So, I'd like to point something out that may have escaped your notice, but third place for Game of the Year, it's 8%. That's not very much for third place. What's second place? Animus Fault. I had to round this to 0.1%.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks to my parents, of course, because I didn't thank them earlier.
I want to stay at their house during GDC. It was pretty nice of them.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks to all the other team members that aren't here. So Dylan, Maxim, Parigi, our artists, Nina and Sue, and Eliza, and Alec, who's our other sound designer. So yeah, thank you very much.
Everybody else who helped us in the game, thank you as well.
Congratulations. So, of course, you can probably figure out who's number one for this. I mean, it could be an upset. It's up to you guys for what you voted for. But the winner for 2016 of the Claude Comer Grand Prize Game of the Year at 9% is Ascension.
started this year, thinking, oh, I guess Quinn wanted me to make a game with him. All right, I'll join a team and start making the game, and kind of forgot about the Game of the Year awards and stuff like that. And the fact is, we've got just some intensely, amazingly great talent on this team. These people just worked so hard every friggin' day and just gave it everything they had and more. I am completely blown away by some of the talent on this team. We would be sitting there in a meeting or something like that, and we'd be like, well, if only we had this one thing, and everyone else in the meeting is like, there's no way we can have that. And then before you know it, the person who will be responsible for it has already made it, and it was only like one day later. And it's like that happened multiple times throughout the process of making this game. It's the only way we could have made a game this big, and I do not recommend making a game this big. But somehow, lightning struck, and it was amazing. And I am so impressed by everyone here. I can hardly contain myself. This is really, really amazing.
Yeah, thanks everybody.
And I want to add one more thing. They say there are only 3 difficult things in programming, and they are, heap validation is one of them, naming things, and off by 1 errors. And Ben's off by 1 because Ascension actually has. Never mind.
What is it? Come on. Now I gotta know.
Now, Ascension actually has 1 more first place than he thought we did.
Yeah. I get it wrong. I was putting together the last 10 minutes right before it.
I feel bad for even saying this, but I had to. I'm really sorry.
The internet will figure it out anyway.
Exactly. So thank you very much. I'm so blown away, despite the food I just put in my mouth. Thank you so much.
That's okay. We'll still let you graduate.
So the team you just saw, when I first met them, it was last summer. It was like early to middle of the summer, and a bunch of that team had internships. They were working all over the country, and they had various things, and some of them were here getting, the art started and stuff like that. But Quinn, the producer, who had an internship at Turbine in Boston, would have meetings at what turned out to be the Handy Time. And the Handy Time was 9 p.m. here and midnight there. And we were talking once about some point, and he said, oh, do you want to just see, our meeting? And he sent me this video, and it was like, here's Quinn looking really tired going, okay, how's the stuff coming that we're working on? And then there were like 12 little faces across the bottom, and they all looked really tired. And it's the middle of the summer, and I'm like, whoa, that's serious. So even in their baby steps, that was the kind of extra commitment, just that little bit extra, that presaged where they went.
So congratulations to all the teams. It's really very impressive. Every year we see this. What you guys have made is amazing. And for me, I've been teaching at DigiPen for 12 years, and it never gets old. There's every year. It's like, well, come on, it's all been done, right? No, never, not even close. It is every year there's new amazing stuff, new things that happen, things that we thought impossible. Not thought there's impossible in some kind of that probably can't be done, but dead, unquestionably certain it could not be done, and then you guys do it. This is routine. You'd think I would learn after 12 years, but no, it keeps happening. It is so much fun to teach here. It is such a great job. It is such a privilege to be here. This is an impossible, foolish dream that Claude had 25 plus years ago to start a game school. This is nuts. It's like, who does that? But he did, and it worked. And every year it gets bigger, it gets stronger, it gets better. It is more people, more students, more faculty, more staff. It is all just an amazing ride. And part of this is, I want to thank all of you guys and all students from the past just for the privilege of being able to teach you, but also to Claude, to Jason, to Samir, to Melvin, to Megan, to Angela, to and of course I can't even do everyone. It's like Prasanna, all these. You guys don't know about Prasanna, but you can hear legends from him. He's running the Singapore campus, and so all of that is just. There are so many people who built this place, and there's the people who built it as jobs, as on the inside where we built the school, we built the curriculum, we taught the stuff. But the real heart of it is all you guys. You're what really built DigiPen. And so it's just a fantastic thing to experience. I love teaching all of you guys. It's the best job in the world, and I just can't thank you enough. So, the games will be going up on the game gallery. Now, that takes a bit of time. Oftentimes, people are getting some last-minute things done with them, and of course, there's graduation and other things that people have to deal with. But for all the teams, of course, you got to put them up on the game gallery. We approve them, and so those will start coming online over time. So if you are especially not here at DigiPen without as much access to them, you can play these games once they go up online on the DigiPen Game Gallery at games.digipen.edu. And that concludes the 2016 DigiPen Game Awards.
I have a quick short announcement. At 10 p.m. today, Student Activities Board is hosting midnight breakfast. So free food at 10 p.m. Come to cafeteria.